Okay, hi. Hi, YouTube. Let's talk about COVID. I'm a 62-year-old female. I'm in pretty good health. I've had a bout with this virus. And you tell me if you don't think I'm correct. I wasn't tested, but I am 99.9%. I sure had this. Um, It was, I think, February 20. It was a Sunday night. In February, late February, I went out with my friends to have some oysters. February oysters are in Eastern Shore, Maryland. So I'm not a big oyster fan anymore, but I had a few just so everyone would be happy with me. And that was Saturday night. Sunday, I had a friend over, a couple friends over, and they wanted to ride horses. I work on a horse farm, and I felt very, very weird. Like, oh God, I hope they don't ask me to ride horses because I don't think I've got the energy to assist them. And the next thing you know, I feel like I'm walking around my living room. I feel like I have a black, like, haze around me. It's more like a black fog around me. I mean, I could see it with my inside eye. I could see it. And then they left. They didn't ride, thank God. And then I decided Sunday night I went to bed. I'm like, I'm not feeling right. I think I got the flu. My symptoms came on hard and fast. That next morning, I was in the bathroom heaving. I mean, I sounded like a water buffalo. I've never heard myself make such noises. And nothing much came out, but it went on, and I thought, I've got food poisoning. The oysters gave me food poisoning. And then I go back to bed, I'm sweating. I mean, I'm sweating my ass off, and my fever just spikes. This went on for, and then the headaches. I'm like, I don't get headaches. And the headache came on fast, furious, and it's like I had a construction crew banging inside my head. I had a friend there, he works for me, and he kept saying, you're going through withdrawals. I'm like, I don't even take drugs. Why would I be going through withdrawals? So then this went on for like 3 days of intense sweating. I sweated through all my clothes. I couldn't get out of bed. I never took my fever. I was too sick. I live alone. I have people all around all the time, and if I need something, I can get it. But, and with 3 days of sweating, fever, drinking no alcohol. My memory isn't that great about it. It was mostly a fog because I was so sick. I remember one time I thought to myself, I better go to the hospital. I don't think I'm going to make it. And I couldn't even get my cell phone I could not. I was too weak to pick up my cell phone to call. I think the next day, maybe day number 5, I was able to pick up my phone and call my doctor. And the nurse said that if you're getting better, don't come into the hospital. Well, that was the day I started getting better. The fever was starting to go down. And day number 6, I started to eat. But, I mean, moving was a real chore. I was trying to vacuum. It was just so hard. Everything. I was trying to feed the cats. And I was getting so mad because I couldn't do anything. Okay, now, the 7th day was weird. And this is a weird virus. The headache came, and everything came fast and left fast. I was in the bathroom thinking, okay, this is day 6. I think I can be normal again, maybe. I'm in the bathroom tried to do some normal teeth brushing. Next thing I know, okay, this is going to sound strange, but I had a bowel movement. And I hadn't eaten for 4 days or 5. And then, it's like I had a bowel movement like an elephant. And it was a very strange color. It was like the picture above me was that very yellow. I'm like, where did that come from? I didn't eat for a week. But I started to feel better after that. I mean, it took a while to get all that out of me. And I started to feel better. And then, of course, I was still sick. I had the fever. The fever came back. And I had to lie in bed most of the day. And then the next day, day number 7, I think I started to feel like no fever. Or if it was very low, I wasn't able to take my fever. I could feel it, you know. You just breath is like fire. And, but it's been a couple weeks. That was February 23rd that I got sick. And today's already April 15th. I'm just, I don't know how it affected me for so long. I was so exhausted. I coughed a lot before I even got sick. I think I had at least two phases of COVID. The last phase that I just described was brutal because I had just broken my arm. As you can see the scar. I was in shock trauma at University of Maryland in Baltimore. And I'd been under some stress. Horse kicked me in my arm. So I think that lowered my immune system. And that's when I got the big wallop of the COVID. It was a week after I broke my arm. But before then, I was very, very sick, and I did go on a cruise in December. I was on a Carnival cruise line, and I was very sick, but I was having a great time, and yeah, I remember coughing a lot and being in bed at night sick, but I was so happy, I was having a good time during the day. I just partied through it, enjoyed myself. I came home kind of sick, better sick, and then bam, it hit me. It hit me hard. So I'm hoping that I will test negative or positive, whatever, and then I've got immunity, and then I can help other people maybe. We'll see. Thank you for listening. This is my first video. Thank you.